Alright.
Oh, God.
When you come and come with
No water.
Some Korean people take it and that's your main food.
Hi guys. Welcome back to another sit down video with me and mom. We're going to a bit of a new location today, and maybe this might be our new location for us this time because it's more comfortable than around the table, you know, in the couch, sit back, talk to you, easier, you know, conversations. So we're just gonna jump right into it. Today we're going to be doing some Caribbean parent stereotypes slash some signs that you were raised by a Caribbean parent, whether Jamaican, St. Lucian, Antiguan, whatever. I feel like most Caribbean parents,
have the same attitude.
They have the same attitude towards certain things. Okay, so I decided that we should just do it like Caribbean parents because I know our viewing or our like audience is not just Jamaican people alone. So it'd be best if we do Caribbean people because Jamaicans and other Caribbean islands, we all have similar tendencies as we're all in one
and maybe
place.
some African countries.
Yeah, also because maybe some of these things were developed from there.
Most of them.
So if you guys have ever like experienced these things or you know these things or whatever, you can also comment down below.
Or they can add their
You
input
can add
because
your
it might not
inputs,
cover,
yeah.
It's
all
hard
of
to
them.
cover everything, yeah.
So these are just some that I found, and I think they are pretty close to maybe what me and mom, let's say raised, because obviously mommy raised by a fair one, I'm raised by her, and that and what not be the case. So we can kind of see if some of these things are still here today with me as a younger person, and if these things were there when you were there as an older person. So the first one is that your Dutch pot in the house was probably the oldest item that you had in your house. It was even older than you.
Well, for me, it wasn't the Dutch pot, let me tell you.
Yeah.
But it was more the Spaniard jar. The jar, you don't know that.
Well, obviously not.
I know they know the jar that we used to keep water. I think they call it, someone say Spaniard, I think it's Spaniard. Spaniard is the right name, but my father called it the cooling jar. We had a huge one. And when I say huge, I mean it probably all about 50, 60 gallons of water. Your dad has one down by his house down St. Elizabeth. I'm at Tebby said when we go down there, MC down there, it is there. Okay. I don't know that would I get out from down there because it's made of clay. First time clay. Okay. And it keeps the water so cool. So
is it this like brownish looking jar?
Yes.
And they have like water in there and them something where them keep
you have
water
small
in.
ones
and it kind of have this round
ones.
bottom.
Yes. Not the bottom. The bottom is like round and small, but the sides are
the sides is like round and like plump in a way.
And then there was another pot too that we had. We would call it it is made from more like cast iron. It wasn't a Dutch pot. That was cast iron. It would have shape almost like the jar with 3 feet. We call it a 3-foot pot then. I see something like them online and something, but the jar, the cooling water jar, and the what's that thing? The cast iron, not cast iron enamel, straight cast iron.
Cast iron.
Yeah, okay. Those were like the oldest.
Those were the oldest items in your house.
Yes.
Okay, I understand.
Then the Dutch pot would come in about
third place. I do know the Spaniard jar thing mostly because of history, like history classes and social study classes. So I do know what it looks like. Now that she's described it in some way,
then maybe it never
I know what it looks like.
I think now it is valued a lot. It values a lot.
I think so, more than likely.
We had one, and we had a small one. To be honest, the small one, I would have to fill it every evening with water down from by the spring, natural spring water coming up from under the earth, and that was how we used to cool our water back in the days. I would go late in the evening to catch it to keep during the night during the summer when we had that heat, and so it was broken from me one evening. I don't even know why.
Okay. Maybe a few time, maybe.
But I can remember quite vividly. We had that huge one. Oh, those were the days.
For me, obviously, the Dutch pot is the oldest. It is the oldest thing inside here, is it not? Yes.
Yeah.
So for me, in my case, the Dutch pot is the oldest thing inside here for us. And it's never broken from us.
No, a Dutch pot doesn't break easily.
Well,
Because
yeah.
the Dutch pot that I have, it is more of the, because that Dutch pot is older than Gerardo. Jesse, older than Gerardo. And they were ones, and my mother had some too. Right, nothing, some that St. Mary, I don't know what them, but they're older. But these that they're making now is nothing
I know
compared
compared to the
to
older
what the
one.
one we me have. You know?
Alright. So second, which is number 2, is that stealing meat from your pot. You don't get like you don't always try to steal meat from the pot when the pot near for when the food near for done. Either maybe get catch or maybe you not get catch, but you try to do it in such a way where you don't get catch. You try to be skilled with it when you thief out meat out of the pot.
I remember my teeth beat, yes. But then again, our parents, being parents, there is something, I think like a sixth sense, our instinct, like a bird of or something, because my mother would definitely, well, me teeth the at meat out of the pot, teeth the at meat. But I don't know. They normally know. They have something that they can.
That they know.
Yeah. But yeah.
So is it the same case with us that you know if something take out of the pot?
No, I don't think I would know. I don't think so. For everything situated right now, kitchen and all the different things, me would know. You know, unless you don't really know for teeth and I let you leave the trace of the spoon.
Oh, like you leave a trace or something.
But I don't know how good you younger people are at stealing meat. Come with that hide it our clothes, at meat and have it a bun.
Alright, we not hide it in our clothes. I put it right in our mouth. We not think that we hide it in our clothes.
No, hide it in your mouth.
You just put the meat in your mouth and take the bun and call it a day.
But look here, the thing is, you know, back then in the days that wood fire cook our one side, them the wood fire.
Well, that is a different.
Yeah, I wouldn't know if you guys take it now, unless you're not stupid like for left the spoons so long. Yeah, so. But back then it was hard.
Normally when me do.
But me teeth meat already. Yeah.
Me teeth me too. I know my brother do it. Me nah, so I catch him already. But
normally you guys have to steal meat out the
normally pot. It's not like something that it's mostly like, oh, the food's so finished, I'm hungry. You got a piece of meat out that pot. Just something like, you know, just taste up your mouth or something like that. Okay. So normally
I think I know say Gerardo do it more than you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I know that.
Me can't bother because by the time me come out there's ever take out nothing. You ready for the show.
Back in the days we'd have to be very skilled, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
The Dutch pot, you know, gear
and the Dutch pot hot.
With the clung when you put it down. How much can you put it down that you know make no sound? You have different pots now, yeah. How much can you put on the Dutch pot? It give you away.
Specifically mostly out of the Dutch pot.
Yeah, we find where we are out. We find where we are out.
Yeah, because
the Dutch pot the boy.
Normally with me or whatever be the case, if it is the case that me I take a piece of meat out of the pot or something, whatever spoon you need use for stir the meat, would I take out a piece of meat and take it off and put it on a different little spoon and then eat it. Wash the other spoon and use.
No, we never have them. We have the big old. It's like the big spoon that we have down there. Those are still
the big aluminum spoon.
But the aluminum spoon, that my girl, them they have. My teeth off because I couldn't deal with the heat and.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's the thing. When I do it often, I can't deal with the heat and them type of something. If you get bun, just wait for next 5 minutes to go eat your dinner.
Yeah, well, I didn't do it a lot, but I know some brother they did a lot because they did teeth.
Alright. So for the third one, basically, and this is something that is still here to this day because I'm in a stab itches in my brain. Tea work for absolutely everything.
Tea? Yes. We are Caribbean people and we were brought up.
Or should I say, tea is a solution to every single thing.
We were brought up to have a cup of warm beverage in the morning, and most Caribbean people can attest to that. Because we grew up to realize that when you wake up in the mornings, there is this gas overnight that has been built up on your stomach, and a cup of warm beverage, kind of turn that gas down. But me think as Caribbean, I don't know about the rest of as Jamaican people, we do it too much, it's too hot. Sometimes we make it too hot. I think it's not supposed to be so hot that you have to keep blowing this tea.
So yeah, basically because of how we are brought up, obviously in the Caribbean, tea is our solution for most of our issues. To this day, it is the same thing with me.
Yeah, because they don't think tea have.
We're not gonna lie, we drink tea.
Yeah, but we never have the option not to drink tea.
Not to drink it,
exactly. We have to drink it because we didn't have not only for high school, we first thing we didn't have refrigerator. So there would, if and even if we had, where would our parents get money from to have all kind of juice in the fridge? We don't have option to answer. So the thing is, we never have no fridge to go to in the mornings. Our routine was to go to the spring
and get water.
With a forgot spring, or if water in the jar. Our solution would have to go to in the morning, go to the spring. And to get water to make a cup of warm tea. And when we don't have nothing to eat,
you have to make a cup
of warm tea. Because there were times when most people know, and me I went through a lot of it. There is nothing, sometimes there isn't even sugar. But a cup of something warm on your stomach. And that was the go-to. We never have no fridge with no this, no that, no juice, no cold milk, nothing like that. It was just to get a cup of warm tea. That was it. And if you don't get that, it's like you create the wickedest crime. Yeah, so that was basically it. That's how we grew up.
I the same thing here for me as a younger person with my mother.
I bring you up. And not me alone. Other parents don't.
Other parents too.
But you all don't drink it.
When I also drink it all the time.
You drink it. Very rare. The percentage of the time that you drink it, it is so meager.
Should I say we choose to drink it whenever we feel? But the thing is, I feel like maybe as we grow older, we will then start to see the value of the tea.
Well, I hope so.
Because specifically,
you guys been throwing it down the drain.
Yeah, when we did younger, no.
No, you don't even make it.
No, exactly.
At this age, I would make it for you
exactly.
now.
So
but when you were small, I would make it, and every single morning, both you and your brother would go without
depending on the type of tea we're making.
It doesn't matter.
Because if
but
you
me never
like
now make the bush
tea.
tea. No, I would never do that. You guys would always be getting like chocolate or Milo.
No,
very rare. Come now go and like maybe mint the most would I go now?
Yeah, we never did drink the mint them time.
Alright.
We never did drink the mint.
You think that
I don't have any problem with like chocolate and if the milk is in the chocolate or Milo or anything like that. I don't have any problem with that. One woman never did like at the time.
Most mornings when you were small.
Let me tell you woman never
gone school.
Let me tell you woman never
when
did
they
like.
Clean up kitchen after the tea was always there. Sometimes I me same and put it in the fridge to cool and drink it during the day.
Let me tell you which specific tea I never used to like, but to this day for some reason I do drink it. Horlicks. I never used to like Horlicks tea. Horlicks tea used to taste really bad to me. I never liked the consistency.
Back then Horlicks was when my years no. Back then Horlicks was nice. Maybe not grow out of the taste.
Maybe I don't know. But Horlicks never used to taste nice to me in any case, really. I don't know why, but it was just for me. It was just me in my little head. Horlicks just never taste good.
Was the real deal.
Yeah, Horlicks just did never taste good to me. I did like the Milo or the chocolate or whatever be the case. But then there was always these random mornings when mommy would have maybe draw Cersei or so be the case and I come give me Cersei. Not you are dry. Like you get Cersei
no, make no
or
Cersei count on and drink it. So
there ain't no time when you would have give her bitters.
I would never lose my waste my time to give you and you're count on not drinking it.
Like when I time for wash out and them something.
So I wouldn't give you Cersei. How much look here? How much time in your life?
But me not drink it often, obviously.
No, you talk about wash out. How much time in your young little life have you ever drunk wash out? Gerard, drink it a few times.
Yeah, drink it a few times. Because
when him feel if bad feelings them taking, him literally ask them
for the wash out.
Yeah.
But for
me times, me never try to give you.
It don't make no sense to give me I've had it before and it not do nothing much really. I don't know if maybe because of how I eat and how with my system and something like that.
I can't remember one or two times ever give. So exactly. Me not gonna take you on with it.
So exactly. With the wash out, mommy never used to give me enough. Would I have it maybe once or twice in my entire life, maybe I've wash out. And since then, it not make no difference because I think the last time when I did it, which was a long time ago, I didn't do anything. I was just literally there walking around my belly and hurt me.
Because I guess you threw it away or...
No, I had it. I just sit down there with my belly and hurt me. And nothing never
back then, when our parents were giving us wash out, then now ask we if we take the wash out which I think we never developed that. We never had a stick or strap now.
Yeah. I think the difference with the wash out them back then and maybe the wash out them now, when they used to drink this Grover salt. you never used to give me the salt for drink, and you know said that and something.
No, back then our global salt.
Our global salt, me I call it
Our
global salt.
global. I think it's Glauber. Global. I think it was global, but it's global. So back then, the global salt that we had was rocky. It was rock. So our global salt couldn't get up in a morning. My mother would have prick off a little piece of it and leave it in the water to dissolve from overnight. You understand? And she give me Indian wood pill, which is a laxative, 1 pill the night for go to bed, and she wake up like 3 in the morning to give you that global salt. How me I go get uno no if you get up in at 3 o'clock when 10 o'clock uno not done in our bed yet. And then
I think
the thing is in a cold.
I think that was the only part of it.
That's how
you guys have a
routine
routine with the washout, you know, how they take the washout. You start with this, then you get this at another time. And then from here,
my mother just
and
not said,
else.
Yeah, and then during the day, should I make like just warm liquid for you?
For
or
us,
you drink
where you used to give it? What the leaf?
I don't know. I cannot. Senna
pods. Yes,
Senna
but it was
pod,
just mostly Senna pods because they had say at this salon we might really drink.
You know, me never so crude. Me never so crude pan it like my mother.
Yeah, if you drink.
Me think it was just too much.
Never.
Honestly, I think it was too much for kids. She give it to me.
It was too much.
I think it was really too much.
A high dosage, exactly.
Too much. I think it was just too much. And then me was a hardbound picnic.
So it's
worse. Me you take it from. So me literally knows I me get overdose. You know, and it still never.
And it still never make no effect or anything like that.
So I just send every now and then. I want to give you. I didn't make it a routine to give.
No,
you
it wasn't. As
when
I said,
you were small.
As I said, it
but
wasn't a routine.
You all know about it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know about it.
Exactly.
You know about the washout.
Yeah, exactly. It
So
wasn't a
routine
routine of any kind.
And then Gerard, as he gets older, he starts asking me to make it.
He would have
for
started
him.
asking for me.
But I mean, I remember me giving a whole.
But no, I'm not saying
God,
give
you
me
need so little bit and fine. Me never know.
Yeah, exactly. You never give me no lip. I think it was just like once or twice. And
that's what I'm telling you. I didn't give
like,
you all
my belly did that hurt me often or stuff like that. Or
but you
really
like, need it.
Constipated.
You need it. No.
I don't need nothing. No, I'm actually being so serious. There really isn't a point genuinely for me to be taking it right now.
But I think town people take washout like country people.
No.
So
because it's probably so hard for you to find a proper center
and was on my own, I never wanna take them thing there again because I think my mother did.
You had overdosed.
No,
you had been overdosed, so it don't make no sense
so
to take it no more.
Yeah. But just continue the bitters.
Just continue with regular bitters.
Yeah.
You're the worst bitters in all rice bitters. I think people know about rice bitters that often.
Yeah, man, they know what people know about it.
If you guys know about rice bitters,
comment. I saw one video on YouTube the other day where one lady, Jamaican them too, she said the bitterest bush in the world. I found the bitterest bush in the world are in Jamaica. And she was showing a bush and she said it's worse than rice bitters. But me tell you
something worse than rice bitters. Worse than rice bitters. Worse than rice bitters.
No one meet that bush. So me say really she said that means that she know rice bitters. Let me tell you.
But remember,
and we didn't have rice bitters in the country. I told
you come find it and we did try it and you didn't make all that we tried. And Father God, even you.
I'm not gonna lie, up to this day.
Exactly. Even you make up your face when you
that
did
thing.
taste
I think that
was
awful. I think my honest opinion, I think rice bitters is too bitter for your system.
Bitter for your health. I don't think it should be.
I was listening to a doctor some years ago, and he said that the aloe vera, that yellow part of it, where we Jamaican people, yes, man, I the medicine there. That is so
bitter. You're not supposed to have
he was saying that we are not supposed to use that part of it.
I think you're supposed to.
It's too better for the human system to process. So me think rice bitters too bitter.
Rice bitters were wasn't good.
Me not think rice bitters. But comment if you have ever had rice bitters.
Because I don't hear people really talk about it.
I don't hear a lot of people talk about
people just want to talk about Cersei.
Them talk about bitterwood. Me don't know bitterwood.
Me only know Cersei.
Cersei. Me know Cersei. And there's this other bush. I don't know if it's Sylvan's a plum. I don't know if Sylvan's not sense. It's like a plum tree, but it is a whole bush.
Oh.
But let me tell you, you think semi-contract? Well, you don't know that thing. Let me tell you, I'm also scared of that bush too. But I go country now, I ask about should them must say like. it kind of dead out and it's a different thing are coming. But I don't think it's all that extinct to that. I feel it's there. You know, it name comment family, comment Saint Vincent. We say Saint Vincent Plum, but you know Jamaican and country people.
If it has a different name for you or be the case, then you can
if they're watching from a different country.
If it
I
may
can't
have a different
find, I'm gonna
name for
try to find it to show. And me being going back to St. Mary, I keep looking for it. Look, it has the terrible smell, and it not just smell terrible alone. It's not bitter. It bitter. It not really bitter, but God, it tastes nasty.
It is. It just have a really bad taste.
It tastes so, but it is very good for cold.
Okay.
So I don't know what happened to
And
it.
speaking of cold, then this would be the next thing. So if it wasn't tea or tea bush or whatever be the case, the next thing you'd use as a remedy for like whatever sickness is, maybe rub it down with Vicks or pour alcohol in the water. Yeah.
Yes, man. Vicks, them those things back then. Vicks was a part of our little household, and that what they add this little there no, there's like a silver tin with some clear Vaseline in it. What them call it tin Vaseline. Yes, man. Anything with your
I think you used to have that.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I don't
you used to have
so.
Vicks though, but you used to have Vicks for sure.
Yeah, I know me have Vicks.
You have Vicks and you did have rubbing alcohol. Mommy never used to out rubbing alcohol. Now
I know
once.
me not have it.
I know you don't have
none.
none. But I think maybe because since you moved, never really buy no alcohol or anything like that. But mommy never used. One thing, if she out of Vicks time, but should have never out rubbing alcohol.
Yeah, back then in the days, there was this little. It's a small tin and it's silver, and it the Vaseline in there. It's just pure and clean, pure. Them not call it a petroleum jelly.
Petroleum jelly is completely different.
Yeah, it's like
from
tin Vaseline. It looks like the petroleum jelly.
Yeah, but
I don't know what
different.
was the difference. But it
I think I've seen that
tin
before.
Vaseline.
I think I've seen
They still have it now, and they still have it now. Those were some of the things that you would have found in our house. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And the camphor bar.
Yeah, and the camphor bar.
You know camphor bar?
I know, yeah, I've seen it before.
Where you get it from? You know it from?
Yes, I think you've found
Yeah,
it
back
before.
then. But
Back then. Not really.
Last
I don't think you've ever really used it for me personally, but it was.
No, you don't use nobody. You just put it for keep close fresh. I don't know if me did have it on us. We can't take the smell.
I think maybe
see. You go
in a one like a pink and purple bag with like a bag of pink and purple design.
I don't know. You just without just them bite and you bite retail or some little ball and it smells strong and.
Yeah, I see them in a pink and purple bag. You can't tell me for that.
But you can't have those were back then and those were really strong.
If rain catch you.
Them fragrance they back then, you know. I did some long time smell. Yeah, the camphor ball smell. Even though when you take out your clothes and I go to the
you still smell like a camphor ball.
So I never too dig it in. I'm really too dig it. And because then, me come from the back then days and certain things I don't really carry on with me.
And then and then on top of that now, if you rain catch you or anything like that, first thing if rain wet you,
something
rubbing alcohol in your mole. So this day
we still do it.
Yeah, mommy still do it to this day. Even we do it too, even when we have something wrong.
Yeah, sometimes not telling lie. Sometimes when the allergy I dig your man.
Yeah, when your allergy I take you. Normally when
but back then you know. Back then, you know, I don't know about nobody else, you know. We never know about no allergy nor no sinus, you know. We never hear nobody talk about. Maybe they have it, but nobody know what to call it.
You have it, but they
call it head cold or
something. Them just call it
something. But that the sinus and the allergy.
Alright, so answer this one. The furniture, and this is specifically in your front room, always covered in a plastic. Not for us, not for me. Never seen my mom cover not a furniture in this house with plastic.
Like the couch?
Couches, yes.
But that wasn't from really back then. That did come up both in the 80s. I dislike that thing.
So normally, I have seen those before, but not with my mom.
I
have been to places, where the veranda, and specifically the veranda, like the veranda, they have like some little veranda chair with some pretty fabric.
Call it, sure. The metal veranda chair.
Yeah, the metal veranda chair.
The
patio set them with some pretty fabric. Or when you step into the house and there's like
the couch,
couch right there. So in the front room.
Yeah, back then before but back then before you guys. But this plasticing a chair, your daddy can't was since when me meet him, me fear because they have a material in red velvet back then. Everybody have red velvet. I know they have it. So once you put on this velvet thing on the couch,
You'd have then put on the
you'd have
plastic
put on the
over
plastic,
it.
so the patio set have it, the
Mhm.
couch in the house have it, and the dining table chair them have it.
Yes, the dining table chair them have it too.
If you have two little stool,
Yeah,
anyway.
you have
but
them.
even now
But
you have some long time
people do still have it,
Yeah,
yeah.
Terrence get
Mhm.
things to plastic. Me seen get things to
Yeah.
plastic recently. But I honestly
But
dislike that.
in my opinion, when it comes to I seeing it, yes, obviously in my still today, come know me see somebody plastic chair with a couple days, maybe a week or a month ago or so.
Yes, it's still there. And people still require them things
But
plastic.
in
Some people
experience,
that
yeah.
is.
But in experience of being at home with mom, she has never plastic, not
No.
one thing.
And
she
must say
actually
your
hates
father,
it. And she actually hates it.
No, no,
Yeah.
no,
She
no,
actually
no,
hates it.
no.
She don't want a
But
plastic.
he was the one who was against it. Your dad was the one.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Okay,
So two things I have never seen specifically when it comes to furniture with my mom and with my dad inside any places. We would never get pretty fabric.
No,
That's number one.
No.
We would never get them
That
busy.
other by regime.
We
That
would
them
never
color
get
color.
yeah.
No,
We
no,
never
no,
get
no,
them
no.
busy fabric
No.
there. And the fabric them were rough and have like
No.
sun leaf yeah so and that we'd never get them.
No dice.
And we would never get plastic on anything. It's either solid colors and
Yeah.
not at all.
Yeah.
And that is
Earthy
just
colours.
that's just plain it.
No.
We always make sure that whatever color the couches or whatever something matches with it. But it's always a plain
That
color.
the floral something.
The floral
No,
thing was
baby.
never for me.
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
But mommy, the only floral thing in another asak.
Me no
But
know.
but
Me no tell you
no,
why
so it's not
floral. Me tell you why
floral. It's only
floral.
because there's like a touch
Remember,
of
so
red
it not
into
add
it.
to no furniture for drop no way for
Yeah, it's
We
just
have
as
it
a
as a
little
little
foot up on
we
it.
like kitchen or everything.
Exactly.
So let's see that over there. So we might do it.
No,
Yeah,
that not really.
I really like that though.
Yeah.
And it has been on it for
Ottoman,
years.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
really
think
like
the
it.
Ottoman
And I'm
kind
not
of
a
works
stripe
in.
girl.
Yeah, the Ottoman works in because it has two different tones, which is fine.
Yeah.
But the
no.
one if a pretty color them.
But you were saying
not
like
in
back
this
then.
house.
I don't even think you know back then things like like trunk bed. Come in, trunk bed where you have girl back in the days
Oh,
you would have
like one trunk?
honestly just I don't know if you would have come on Colby, this is a different video for a different you don't know that
No.
because I never owned none.
Oh, okay. Well, obviously.
So it's like this, like how you have your headboard there now,
Mhm.
and then you'd have a footpath. Oh, girl, back in the days, Caribbean people, older people have them in them house, man.
Yeah.
And you don't even know the bed, where the spring, we don't have no base where you land, nothing like I said that it like that one there. And some spring.
I used to see the
With
spring.
the kaya,
No.
with the kaya.
I used to see the spring something. I think one time I did a fix somebody. I don't know if it's a chair or if it was.
No, the spring them are in the chair them, yes, I will support the couch here, so.
No, I don't remember what it was. I think it was I don't remember when did I do some maybe never somebody bed or something, but some spring with it in there. And there was never really any support underneath. It was just the spring.
Yeah, because the string supposed to be bumpy.
Yeah.
Because
And the spring them need very much
in
old and
a
rusty.
couch, you know.
Yeah.
They are different springs.
And the
These
spring
are
was-
springs.
The springs was very
But
much
you would
old and
know them.
rusty.
And you would know these kind of farm maker dining table. You don't know those. So those are things I would have seen in a Caribbean. But I don't know. I think in African houses too, because
Probably.
I do watch some African channels sometimes, and I'm seeing some of those in there. You know?
All right. Next thing, there's always a bottle of Dettol in the
Oh
bathroom.
yes. Oh yes. Oh yes.
And the funniest thing,
yes.
there was a bottle of Dettol in here. I just when they done though. Like
You
maybe
never
about a
know if
month.
it's done.
Yes,
who,
it finished.
who do it?
You never done?
One that said Mary too.
Me Jesus.
But look here, if look here.
If there's
that
nothing
Dettol-
else in the bathroom,
Why
there's
did I think I
Dettol.
bought it when COVID started because me never stored Dettol.
Yeah, no.
And so
you
everybody
were,
you
that's
know
true.
during them time the people are look all them something them
Yeah.
disinfecting something. Because I'm like seriously, I don't remember I've ever been used. I used it when before me meet your daddy, but me not really use that again. But
No.
so I thought I bought it the other day just to buy.
Yeah, no, just for clean up when we in here and I clean and so
back
we
then,
use
but
Dettol.
back then, yes man, little Dettol I fit it there. Yes man.
Sometimes some
Because
people,
the thing is
sometimes
not
some
cold
people
back
maybe
then as
bathe with
country,
Dettol.
back then as country people, you know, we always walk barefoot, you know, and we always get cut and a sore foot, you know. So I have to wash off your foot, and then when the foot wash off, you have to come to mama now, and then she go use like a warm water and tip like a Dettol in there for clean for sore them, you know. So that was the main source of the Dettol from back then, you know.
For clean the
For
whatever
have make you get cut and yeah.
Now that you talk about cut, drench and violet, that would have never out of nobody else, but we don't have that here anymore.
No,
if anybody know, if you don't know drench and violet,
I don't. You know about drench and violet?
Maybe they do drench and violet. Then when I used to have
yeah,
cut
you
and stuff,
have it when you get the cut, the evil by your friend. Although
it's still here. Yeah, I brushed my fire a couple years ago.
Drench and violet, and there is a mercury comb, the red one, mercury.
But
where you get this topic from?
But drench and violet definitely.
The people
purple.
that even know the name.
If you don't know
the purple lotion.
It's like purple lotion.
We call it purple lotion.
You put it on it.
And I think
it would dry up the cut.
And it's supposed to heal up the cut. And mercury comb too. Wow. Those were some little things.
I don't know any mercury or whatever. But a drench and violet.
Mercury comb red and more something like the drench and violet. But I think the drench
and violet was more known.
More popular. Yes, man. Everybody across the globe. Everybody and then granny know that.
I don't know how much I agree with this one, but it says a quick dinner always involves something with canned beef. Not now.
Well, a quick dinner back then in the country for me wouldn't involve that with canned beef because we couldn't afford it like that. Because when one tin of bully beef, even though we had shop, when at some point when one tin of bully beef pull, it's like say you get visa for go foreign.
They're not the same thing now. Back then, but no, it is the same thing.
Because
bully beef pulling yourself for in vegan, can nobody can afford bully beef?
No, you're talking on the terms of affording now.
Oh, affording.
Yeah, but back then, and because we not really affording, nobody now. Cause our family was big, so if we pull one thing of bully beef, a problem. Bully beef it really a kind of look. It kind of considered high class.
Still is.
Yeah. No, sir, me never consider a canned beef high class. I recently me say, me never consider canned beef high class. Comment. Me never consider it high class when, no. Me just buy a canned beef because you know, so it is a little easy go to. But back then, when we were growing up in the country, it considered high class.
Okay.
Sorry, so if my mother did for nothing a canned beef, should have some cabbage or collard because our family was big and she could not afford to.
Okay,
right?
that's understandable.
Yeah. So right now it's so expensive that I don't know what to say about it. But back then it was considered high class. But now me still not consider it high class. Okay. When me think about it now, is that it's too expensive.
Definitely. And
yeah.
Quick meal? Is it a quick meal in salary? So yes, it is a quick meal.
Yeah, because I'm not a bully.
But me and I can't be person like mommy. Me and I can't be person like mommy. Before I we eat can't be. Yeah, when I really can't be like that.
I'm not.
Unless we really want to taste it, and we are just hungry. But
never really.
I'm really hungry for eat. So
I would eat the corned beef. Back then, corned beef, they had such flavor. I would eat the corned beef making sandwiches with hard-dough bread. I would love it. I would, but like with the rice, when you see me, and then see me put the bully beef and rice shots, I feel that. Not for me. She was.
Sunday dinner always consisted of about 3 to 4 meat. Is that actually true?
In the country back then? No, sir. Maybe only when Christmas time. Okay. But like in a town, yeah, fine. Okay. But can people still do that now?
Can you really still afford 3 or 4 meat on Sunday?
People are always can't say, oh, things rough. No matter how you see them, I go through to the week and a ball. When Sunday come, 3 and 4 weeks.
Exactly.
But the thing I want to ask this camera is, people like, do white people really do that?
No.
Because we as black people, no problem, we can't even afford it. Why we must cook curry goat? Why we must cook fowl, steak, chicken and axel? Why we must have so much meat on Sunday? And the thing about it is, when Monday they might just stay till Monday the most.
Yeah,
Sunday.
Yeah.
But after
never normally carry too far in a Tuesday.
Why so many meat on a Sunday? And let me tell you, me realize from we were doing the Sunday cook-off dinner, people still are doing. Because when them sending them dinner, some of them, nobody not have the one meat.
It's
Nobody
all,
knows.
it's
So
always
it's
two
just,
or
it's just
three.
a Caribbean
I guess it's just a
thing.
Caribbean
I
thing.
think
Because
it's
remember
just
saying-
a black
I think
Caribbean
maybe.
thing.
I think maybe
Me not sure
because
the Africans them do it. I'm
I
not
think
sure.
maybe because throughout the week, you know, you eat up and down, up and down. You eat little food, you say you eat much this, you eat little food, you eat much this. Friday, you know, nothing for cook, or you buy some.
soup.
Saturday,
Soup will make you hungry.
you're the time next thing. Saturday soup and Saturday soup. Yo, I don't even want that about that because I don't even want to get in that. I can't still learn foolishness to this day.
No,
But,
I don't know. No, Colby. No, don't say I do Saturday soup.
No, not religiously.
No, I
but
know.
still, mommy cooks soup at the most random time. Then she still cooks soup at the most random.
No,
time.
you know, so me no cook soup on Saturday. Like for ask your daddy. From me and him together, me no make it my point of duty for
No,
they cook soup anytime.
Let me make it clear with mommy. She it's not her point of duty to cook soup on Saturday.
No,
but
I don't.
At the most random times, and I mean any random time,
Like when
she
summer,
will just come up and just suddenly say, "But for some red pea soup," and it be hot, and it not make
So
no
in other
sense.
words, you don't like soup.
No, I enjoy soup. I have no problem with that because you can put a red peas, but in the right timing. Not when they are
Who
born up.
knows when is the right timing for soup?
But nobody not drink soup when they're hot, mommy.
No.
Because you're already hot. So why you go drink hot
But
soup?
I go ask them, what is the right timing for soup? Well, like for the people that have had experience of a soup for them now.
But like a cold front where we have no soup time for we now too.
What you make cook none?
We have no
soup.
soup.
The local vegetable soup the other day and the soup.
Alright.
But remember, we are a Caribbean set up.
Yeah, so
we just tie soup mostly to Saturday.
That as soup tie to Saturday as
soup tie.
Yeah. So I guess really that's maybe why
religious,
the big Sunday
we always have religious meals, stew peas for Wednesday and Allen sitting there.
Yeah, exactly. There's like just some days specific things are actually cooked.
But
and that's
I used to do that, but I don't do that anymore.
Monday morning never
I
come
guess
in
since we
porridge,
start
right?
catering,
Monday morning never come in porridge though.
No, for me.
No, in general, like in a Caribbean household, isn't Monday morning like cornmeal
I'm not
porridge
sure
start
because
the
we
week
we never have that.
like that.
We never have that
Okay.
like that. No.
So this other thing, we used to see it, but it's not really done anymore because I guess run out of that also. But there's always a random butter container, or ice cream container in the fridge, and when you think, oh, maybe ice cream or butter in there, actually it's only leftover food inside there.
Yeah, because back then we didn't have. Nobody said me do that. I mean, not do that.
Well, no, not
randomly. Yeah.
randomly. As I said,
Back
randomly
then,
back when I was younger. But
back then, we never have. We couldn't buy containers like that with covers as we want to. You know. So when we see a butter dish, it come in like a Pyrex to it. When we see a cheese pan, not cheese pan when we are picking their country, can't throw away. We need it. And we used to have butter coming at the 5, like all the chin coming in.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
all the cheese coming at 5 pound in.
Yeah.
We used to have butter coming in. You wouldn't know that.
Oh.
We used to have the butter coming in there. And those butter taste nice and even with better flavor than some of them. Well, margarine should say. Margarine. So look here. Back then, a cheese pan was like heavy to we. A butter pan, because we want if you make tea.
And then the next
we want if you carry water.
the butter biscuit pan them. You remember the pan them with the butter biscuit them
with the butter cookie
with the butter cookie
No
them.
lad, if
But
we
in that,
when we
it
that
was
town,
never
you know,
butter cookie. Always some sewing items in it.
Yeah, and if now we see it, and
even now it's still.
me I go let me get me no one show you way. Don't do it. Because you know that you get more we get more modern. You know say it's not a
you know
good
say things.
Me even see
it's not
people
the
are
same.
baking it. I wouldn't bake in them because I know the metal is not good.
It's not good.
No, I wouldn't bake in them.
But most people still keep sewing items in it for something. Another thing, and but you still do this. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. Mommy do this on a day-to-day basis.
What's that?
Anytime parents are asking you to get something from them, forget it. Oh, get me thing from underneath the thing right there, so.
Oh, that's just something. Oh, get me that thing. Get me that thing. What is that?
And
thing?
the funniest part,
But you
when
can,
you
it's
what
gonna happen
is
to
that?
you too with your kids, them, you know. The thing, man, when you ask you that,
Exactly.
the thing like this, yeah, but look here, my mother's favorite thing is, all right, Debbie, pass the thing I'm married if you I used to say that. That was from my mom. I don't think I'll ever stop saying that. You, Colby, and I think this is an attachment once you're Caribbean,
Why?
it will happen to you and your kids. Try remember
Because
it,
it's the
try remember
funniest
it.
thing.
And comment, family, comment.
And then no, the funniest thing now also, if they leave something, say, all right, pass the purse to me. Let's say you press the pan account right
Yeah,
there.
right. This.
When you're looking at see, you tell them saying see, make sure when we come in there, make sure when we come in there, you know, me not find the purse before you, cause that problem.
I did that with you guys.
No, not you, but I've seen, I've heard other people.
The thing is,
say,
some of us still have the backdoor thing with we and with kids. Then I think this have to go in a part 2 because it is so vast.
Your thing is very much a thing American. Or pass the thing from underneath this up. I mean, I know it's from underneath this up. I mean, I know the thing.
Yeah, but sometimes the thing is, you don't understand. As you grow older and you have responsibilities, and sometimes you have a lot up your sleeve, it's gonna happen to you.
Yeah, so
when you say things,
understand.
it's just like your brain is so overcrowded. Your brain is so messed up. You want to say, "Bring me that ring light." But it's just not there.
It's
to
just
say
not
that,
there.
yeah,
I do understand. Which is why when she says that, sometimes I have to say, what specifically do you want? Me to leave and go look and come in and know what she wants.
I think it's something as you grow older.
Yeah, it happened. But that's normal and that's okay. But that's the end of it for no.
Because we have
obviously there has to be a part 2, I guess,
so
because there's
vast.
so much more.
Because you started out by asking me the oldest things. And there are some old things that we had. That you would never know.
Well, obviously not.
You would have never seen them.
The only oldest
I'm trying
thing
to
that
find
you
out if I can find some of them when we go back a country under the old house Bosch did in. I try. Those put a fire iron, you don't know them.
You've only made a makeshift put a fire iron before.
Oh, tell them about it.
That was honestly that was most random thing, but also it was necessary to see and to know because no more I know if I do it. I remember one time I came home from school, high school, and no light never there home. From morning, mommy said no light never there home, and then she said, "Alright, I'm saying we'll come back by this time or by that time, fine." Day I come down, night I come down, no light. I forgot school the next day. Me have homework, me have all of these things. There's literally no light throughout the entire night. Going into the next morning, no light never there. I wake up, I say, me not go to school, because no light no day, me not do no homework, no uniform, no press. Me say, mommy come. Get up here, go to school. Me put a fire iron on.
No, but that's not the family. That's not no real put a fire.
But it's not a real one.
That's why
it was just an old iron that wasn't working anymore.
Old electric iron. Let them know.
Exactly. It was an old electric iron.
The thing is, that is why I always like to have 2 irons the most. You ever see made one electric iron?
No, there's
always have 2, at least sometimes 3.
In case anything.
Yes, yeah. I just remove the electric cord
right there, so yeah. And all she do,
turn down the stove low.
Like the matches, put on
and put it on the stove. Yeah.
Put the iron on it
and you have to have it low, because the iron make out some part of your plastic.
Exactly.
So Gerard, him try to do it now one at a time and burn off the plastic part of the iron. Because he doesn't understand that the lower the heat, it is the more the iron
penetrate it more.
Yes, and the thing is, you all don't know the put a fire iron. You can't eat them like just readily. So it just like how you hear me keep telling people, some things you don't cook them fast. So when you put the electric iron, but tell me, comment and tell me if you ever do that in your household, make your kids them. And these are very good videos because I teach them these things. No light, cut off the electrical, the card part, turn the stove down low to its lowest, and just put it on it and make it penetrate. Have a little pot holder or something because the iron will get hot. And then when we take it off, before I put it on the clothes, what I do?
You put it on a little piece of fabric
and
clean it off and then put it on, and then put it on something. See you in the next video, guys.
Okay, thanks for watching.